I know you just clicked this video. You're probably thinking, oh, here goes another clickbait. Here we go. Returning to Rebirth. This isn't clickbait, and I'm 100% playing Rebirth. The real Rebirth today. Let me break this down for all you, 14, 15-year-old YY 360 slide canceling goons in the comment section below. You need to understand something. Before Rebirth Island, there was something better. There was something a little bit more scarier. Some say even took a little bit more skill. Before TikTok was even a thing, we were going for clips on Rebirth Island. Before the stim shot, there were zombies. Instead of buybacks, you either had to stay alive, and if you died, you were done. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing Alcatraz. Kind of talking about the rise of Resurgence. Overall, how this game, Resurgence game mode, has dominated. Warzone, I think, is the future for just every single rendition of Call of Duty. But you guys need to understand something. This is the true real one. This is it right here. This is where we get grimy and dirty. Some people have it, some people don't. It's simple as that.
So a lot of people don't even know this, but they think Warzone was the first battle royale to ever grace Call of Duty. It definitely was not. Black Ops 4 was the first original game to have a battle royale, and they actually came out and said they made the battle royale in about 5 months, right? Because they were trying to compete with Fortnite. And what you guys know and love as far as Rebirth, that was first introduced as Alcatraz. And Alcatraz was obviously like based around like the zombie map, and obviously Alcatraz itself, that's in San Francisco, which we ended up visiting, which was pretty cool. And Alcatraz is an exact replica of the Rebirth map in Black Ops 4. Rebirth Island, as far as Warzone's, a little bit different, but its like base is still the same as Alcatraz. And honestly, this game would have been a little bit more successful if it was free to play. It wasn't free to play. The only way you could play Blackout is if you bought Black Ops 4. So in theory, it didn't really blow up or be that big, so that's why a lot of people don't know about it. But that's kind of the story of the first battle royale in Call of Duty.
There you go. Gotta lock in.
And Warzone kind of followed the same meta. So they kind of did with like, they put out a battle royale map, which kind of Blackout did the same thing. And then they introduced a smaller map, kind of Resurgence map. And that's when they brought in Rebirth Island. And Rebirth Island was actually the first original version of Rebirth Island, was like Alcatraz a lot.
I don't know where he came from. The audio is so bad and the FOV doesn't. It's just so bad in this fucking game, bro.
Control center was all broken down and stuff like that. So it kind of had the same blueprint in the sense of what worked as far as having a battle royale map, then introducing a player base to Rebirth Island, which is a more fast-paced kind of. It's like almost battle royale and Call of Duty combined in a sense.
What are you doing? Bro, it's hiding in a corner. What are we doing? I don't, dude. Like, it is. The audio in this game is so fucking bad. This game right here makes me want to punch a fucking wall, bro. You can never hear where people are coming from.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
I just died by.
Now, as far as like what I would say, let's talk about maps in general. If we want to do maps overall, I think at the top of the list, if we do a top 5, I think we definitely got Verdansk at 1. Some people have Rebirth Island at 1. I think I definitely have Verdansk at 1, Rebirth Island 2. And then let me know how you think Alcatraz kind of stacks up with it. Playing it now, as you guys see, this is gameplay I got yesterday. I think Alcatraz kind of stacks up with Rebirth in a sense that it feels a lot smaller. I think Rebirth Island's a little bit bigger than Alcatraz. Alcatraz is definitely a smaller map, and I would love to have played Alcatraz with like the FOV, the movement and stuff like that, the way it does. But one thing I don't really like about Alcatraz is the overall, you keep coming back, but there's just no loot to grab. Right, with Rebirth Island, the way they kind of mastered it and the way that battle royale kind of shifted from the first one to now is the loadouts. Loadouts make the game a lot more easier to recover, kind of get back into a rhythm. You know, when I was playing Alcatraz yesterday, I was just in a blender because I would land, loot, have my armor plates, I would have my like level 2 armor, and I would die, and then I would come back and just get scraps and fight people with level 3 armor. So I think that's a little bit different as far as what Rebirth and Alcatraz have like their differences is the amount of loot you can't really recover in this game mode unless you're in a rhythm. You have you're stacked and you don't die. You can't really win the game. It's almost impossible to win the game without having fully kitted. But in Rebirth Island, in the current Warzone state, come back, land on loadout, and be right into the mix.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
These zombies get away from me, please. I got a camp or something. That'd be a roof, I guess. I think one thing I don't like is there are no pings. I think there should definitely be pings. Like for the resurgence.
Be advised, further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
I got 5. Wow. Oh, I'm dead.
And as you guys know, it was just leaked yesterday on my stream, actually, that slide canceling is coming back. So let's talk about as far as like Modern Warfare 3, their resurgence maps are going to come out with. So I think the biggest problem right now is the resurgence maps they're dropping are just too big. They don't really have that kind of feel of the fast pace of resurgence. Vondel's actually pretty good in a sense because it has like 70-80 people. You feel like you're in fights all the time, but I think to be successful and kind of get that Rebirth Island feel back, they definitely need to reintroduce smaller resurgence maps, in my personal opinion, to kind of get that flow. I think playing off iconic maps would be really, really huge. Like Alcatraz is obviously based off the actual Alcatraz. Vondel's kind of based off Amsterdam. So they kind of need to follow that trend to kind of have some sort of relatability. I think if they tap into maybe a terminal resurgence map or like an Afghan resurgence map or something like that, where it makes people feel, you know, like they're in those games but not in them in a sense, right? Nostalgia always hits, but you want to do it the right way where people can still feel like it's fresh. So I think a resurgence map kind of based off of that would be almost perfect in my opinion.
I just shit on them.
Be advised, further collapse expected. Relocate to safety. Supply drop inbound.
Oh my god. Slamming these kids. No, dude. No, man. You're playing so slow, bro, with a fucking MOG. You're fucking trash.
Obviously, MW3 coming up is a sequel, and we have coming up is Treyarch, which is next year. And as we're talking about it, you know, with Blackout and stuff like that, I think they've had so many years to develop a good game. I think Treyarch's gonna just completely destroy. I mean, if we really think about it, they made Blackout and Alcatraz in 5 months. Imagine what they've been able to do in the last 5 years. 4 years since they did a game. So I'm super excited, man. Cold War was a game to kind of put together really quickly, but I think with the development team and what they've been able to do, I'm super excited to see what Treyarch has done. And yeah, just excited, man. Like I said, as we look to the future with Modern Warfare 3, as you see, they're adding slide canceling back. It's just one of those things where it's frustrating because we told all these things. These were all the problems that when we had the playtest last year, all these things that they're changing, we all had said, yo, we want this changed. But I think it was just Infinity Ward kind of being like stubborn. I think that's what it was, man. I think Infinity Ward was just stubborn. They thought like they They created their product and they thought it would be successful and want to stick with it and see it through. But obviously in the end, Activision saw, you know what you guys did sucks. So we're gonna go ahead and switch up the pace, let Raven take over and do Warzone and make all the right changes. So I mean, probably by the end of this Model for 2, we'll have a game that we've wanted. But that's just like the baseline. That's like the bare minimum of what we wanted. So next is gonna be innovation to see what they add. I think grapples, like how you see in Alcatraz and Blackout, would be really cool to have in the game as well too. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Oh, fuck.
Dude, I got that kill.
So right now we're walking through Noah. I really don't like coming here.
Where we at right now?
My landing spot, bottom prison.
We are bottom prison at Alcatraz right now. The cell's open. I'm gonna go in there.
Get in there. We just touched down in San
Yo, what is up, guys? This is the new squad. We're in San Francisco right now, on our way to Rebirth Island, aka Alcatraz.
Fellas, what's the best place to land at Rebirth?
Control center.
Prison.
Control center, 100%. That's where the demons land.
What's your PR on Rebirth?
Little 39.
39?
What's
What's yours?
like 22.
What's your PR?
26.
26? I don't even know my PR.
It's because you're
You don't play.
I'm finna slide cancel on it.
Yo, get in the car, bro.
Make sure y'all drop a like.
Can I get a picture with you?
Hey, no, I'm tired. People be camping in that tower, Shab.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, watch. I'm gonna slide cancel.
Tight shit.